Hello. How we doing, everybody? Should have done a little check. How we doing? How we doing? How's it going? Saw the love already. Thanks, Ken, for the like. Appreciate it. Let's see real quick. Just unwinding real fast. How's everybody doing? It's Monday. It's my Manic Mondayz. We're on the Indie Escape Network. Today's a self-check episode, and I'll explain to everybody what that is in 1 second. Once all my there we go, everything's closing down. Let's close everything down. I want to have a good stream. Got a comment already. Hey, what's up, Sean? Gonna be talking about you today. Oh, there we go. Audio's gonna be up. Here we go. Here, try that again. Here we go. And then one last thing. Not two. There we go. I like it like that. And yeah. So welcome to my Manic Mondayz, the movies and mental health show that we have on the Indie Escape Network. What's up, Brandon? Gonna talk about you today too. We're doing a self-check today, and a self-check is just kind of like my interactive vlog, kind of more like journal entries for me, and kind of my progression into my career is just anything, just from filmmaking to streaming to graphic designs to whatnot. But on this journey, on this path that I've come here, I've met a group of individuals, and we've all united to make the Indie Escape. So let me get this going. There we go. We have the Indie Escape Network on Facebook and YouTube, and what we are is a band of creatives that got together, individuals that united to just kind of make a show 7 days a week on this network. And today's episode is going to be a little bit of me plugging everyone else's shows, because I've had a pretty good week, and I've been busy editing. I've been doing a lot of writing. I've been doing reading too, because I'm reading from some parts, but I've been doing a lot of writing, and it's been clearing my head a lot, so I got a lot of space. Wednesday night should be cool. I know, Joe. I'm totally gonna call you sometime between now and Wednesday so we can talk about Wednesday night. We got a cool thing coming on Wednesday night, and way to lead us into it, Joe, because I just know a little bit about this. I'll be more informed. But on Wednesday, look what we're having here. Harlow's Haunt director Terry L. Jarrell, cast and crew, and a surprise announcement on the Indie Escape Network. Crowd the Fun. That's a new show we're doing. I'll be taking the lead on that. So this Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have on Terry L. Jarrell. Sorry, I said it backwards. We're going to have you on the show. We're going to talk about... I guess we're doing, was it crowdfunding, supporting, support. That's what we do here on the Indie Escape. We help everybody out. But this is what we have going on Wednesday. I'm sorry, I don't know a lot yet. I'm going to get brought up to speed soon. On the weekends, I get busy. So I usually hang out at the end of the night and catch up with everybody when I can. But Wednesday, we got a show, and I will be there, and Joe Ridge will be there. So just kind of wanted to get that out there, because I want to talk about the shows, because this past week, kind of noticed how a lot of my Indie Escape family they're busy doing things, and a lot of it kind of interacted on how the rest of my week was gonna go kind of by accident. I kind of noticed I was intertwining things, and by that I mean I guess I want to talk about well, you know what? Let's just, before we get started on the show, I'm gonna show my my weekly video I've been doing, kind of just little glimpses of my day during the week. That not a whole lot of things. I just when I have a time, I'll take a snapshot of it. So let's play this. I has music, but I don't know what's gonna play. But it's just mostly video and a little bit of stills. So oh wait, look at that, just like a tech, just like in the theater. Oh, I had the cheeseheads here. This is a father and son combination, the before and the after. They added a sidewalk to my run, or a bike lane. So I got really excited on my daily run. Now we have a little bit more sidewalk space. And the lime trees breaking through. I've turned into an avid gardener, and that is butternut squash. Growing that for the first time. And happy Easter, everybody. I hope everybody had a great Easter. This is cauliflower California roll. I thought it was alright. You can taste the cauliflower. This is a Caesar salad from the last place, the place I worked at for a very long time, Buenos Aires Cafe. Love that place, love the food, missed it, love to go eat there. This is the New York strip called the churrasco. It has chimichurri sauce on it. I love my broccoli, my mashed potatoes with the basil glaze, but this is the New York strip. Oh, I love that thing. I made a strip on Saturday. Or, yeah, we did. No, sorry, Friday night. My 6 a.m. drive to work. Like the morning. Oh yeah, there's the buildings. All right. Well, that was it. So it kind of like the thing about the video was just kind of showing you a little bit of what I kind of just things that when I can, and I was noticing just the fact that when I was just trying new things like the cauliflower egg roll, and then last week I had my brother on the show just kind of for us to hang out, and there he is saying bye when he was with my son, and you know, I didn't even think about this because I asked him, you want to be on, and he said sure, and I said cool, I'll bring you on. And we just kind of hung out. I tested out my new condenser mic. We did have some issues, so I'm learning still on this. I'll do this stuff, bring people in and whatnot. But I didn't know he'd never done a podcast before. Like I've seen him do YouTube videos with his friends, so I thought it was something he already done. But he'd never done a streaming show podcast thing, and he enjoyed it. And he told me thanks for bringing me on because I was like, he's like, I was a different experience. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I've been doing like I guess broadcasting or just working on AV since I was a kid. So like junior high, I guess I'm used to it, or just I don't know. I like it. And my brother, he was like very like dang. So we hung out, we talked, we stayed up late hanging out. We had a sleepover. And we just made a night of it. But it was cool having him on last week, and I really appreciate him taking the time to hang out with me and come into this world, the indie escape world that we have. And this is what it is. It's like an escape. It's a way for you to kind of break your norm or your routine. It's kind of the idea behind the whole thing. And I like that I spoke to Gabe this week. And then I definitely comment with everybody, or we communicate, messenger or whatnot with everybody in the crew, and we're always like checking in on each other. So I like it. It's a very good unit, and I keep talking about it because this whole week I was just, if I wasn't writing or reading or working on something or doing graphics or doing just a bunch of things, I was kind of checking on the shows, and what was I gonna say? Sorry, I was gonna put. I was gonna talk about Brandon because this week's his last week's guest, Christina Elise. She what do you call it? It was a great interview. Brandon did great. I got to kind of just be a fly on the wall and listen to them and him talking about experience like friends. So it was a really good interview. But we started going through some of her movies, and I was like, oh, I hadn't seen Body Snatchers in so long. You know what would be great to do for Sci-Fi Sundays? Body Snatcher. I did Body Snatchers, and it's not the 76 or the 78 invasion of Body Snatchers with like Leonard Nimoy, the one with was it Donald Sutherland? It's the continuation of that one, and this one is just I feel like it is a B kind of a horror movie or sci-fi movie. Yeah, it was a good show, man. There goes Sean. Sean's always there with me. It was a great show, and man, and then leading me to this, like watching Body Snatchers, I was just for like my little show, Sci-Fi Sunday, like appreciates the kind words, my friend. Yeah, Brendan, dude, it was awesome. I gotta say, like the guests you get and the way that y'all talk and the way that it just kind of comes out natural. It's a great little hangout. Like it makes it real easy for me to like pick up on what is this whole like entertainment, this whole movie industry. It's really I guess what I'm trying to say, comforting knowing that I have someone there if I have questions I could directly talk to, and I get to see what they're doing, and I'm doing my own thing too. So it's really cool that we can kind of bounce off each other. But it was a great episode. All the shows are doing a wonderful job. But yeah, he had Christina Elise, and I just remember her from the 90s because was just always watching whatever, and she was always like I was like an alternative character, and I was able to ask a question and ask how did they really like how did her character come to, how did she really like all her characters, and she was like, there was really nothing like me. I was like kind of myself, and I mean, I'm not saying exactly what she's saying, but just what I gathered from it, and I was like, wow, she was able to like bring herself into the cinema world and kind of like create her own little niche, and I thought that was awesome. Like she just just kind of did the need, and Chucky, I mean, at Child's Play 2, when she plays Kyle, the older sister, the loving, caring sister, like that was such a great role. Like she's not that alternative badass, but it still comes out because that character is Kyle's like kind of not silent, but like she gets stronger through the progression of the movie. Like she doesn't take Chucky's crap anymore, and the way she portrayed it is awesome. Like I just thought it was amazing. Like I was like, dude, Brandon has her on the show, and here we are. I'm like getting firsthand information, and it's just pretty cool that you really get to see these shows. But this week, look who he's got. Mark Webber, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and Green Room. I have not finished Green Room. It's pretty hard. It's just a rough movie to watch, but I do want to finish it. But man, that's a good horror sci-fi thriller. Yes, he did an awesome interview. He did. Thank you, Joe. Like I gotta say, if y'all get a chance, go back and archive. Maybe I'll try to find the link, but archive the show. The shows they're getting good, and I mean they're all good, but they're getting. It's like if you really go in there with the mindset of like a creative, a content creator, filmmaker, or just a fan, you really could get a lot out of it, and it really shows a little bit more of like appreciation to the work that somebody puts into it. And also, I like the way Brandon just kind of hangs out, like he does it so like nonchalantly, where it doesn't, it's still, there's a purpose there. We're not just getting like random conversations like on my interviews. You're getting like he's guiding it. And I'm learning. Thanks, Brandon. I love your show and everybody else's show on here. I mean, let's talk about Gabe. Gabe had Lloyd Kaufman on, like Trauma Entertainment. This is a do-it-yourself guy. This is a guy that, just shut up and make it. I shook his hand one time in LA. He was doing a promo, and I just bought his. I have his book right here, but I just bought his. I didn't buy it. I rented him actually. I turned him in kind of late, but I rented his VHS collection of Make Your Own Damn Movies, and it's just he just back in the day, back in like the 2000s. There's maybe, I mean, I don't know when, maybe prior, because he's been working for us since the 70s, but he made some how to do, like before YouTube, before everybody just did these how to do stuff. He was one of the first ones doing like on VHS, and I saw he has like a 15 set VHS set, and I dove into that thing and I read it. I mean, I saw it like so many times. Gabe killed it with Lloyd Kaufman interview. Good stuff. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, that was a good interview too. Like I'm learning from Gabe too, man. Gabe's getting some really, really. I mean, he had Bruce Verlanche the week before, so it's like he's doing a great job too. I gotta promote these guys. And it seems like, if you can tell, that I really like, this is just a vlog, interactive vlog I like to call it, but I'm just trying to find what I can talk about, and about what we can do. I had fun speaking with Lloyd for a few minutes before Gabe's show. Gabe is doing great. He's doing awesome. He's killing it. What do you call it? Oh yeah, so he had this 15 set. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I want to show y'all that. I guess it's just, to me, like, that's a big deal, because some people need to figure out, need a little help figuring things out, and when people go above and beyond and do this, excuse me, I burped. Make your own damn movies. Here we go. Let's see if I find it at DVDs. Yeah, here it is. Here's the set. Let me see if I can get this going real quick. And the reason I want to show y'all is because look how simple it looks. Here we go. Window. No, here we go. Look how simple, like, oh, whatever. I mean, he has it right there, but look how simple that little case looks. Look how that's like. Well, now it's the DVDs. I got it was it was DVDs. Sorry, they had the I thought it was VHS. No, DVDs. Never mind. Well, it's DVD set. And I don't know I'm sorry, I got confused. But anyways, he had the DVD set. I went through them all, and then I don't know. I think I bought this like 6 years ago. Here's the book version of it, and it's awesome. Like it's cool. Like imagine, like you've watched movies and you enjoy watching movies all the time, to the point where they inspire you, and they get you to the point where you want to like become your own damn filmmaker. So you get the book, and it's not just this book. There's tons of books you can get. I mean, there's tons of like it's not that kind of media, but there's tons of things you can find, and then this day and age, and maybe it'll speak to you, or maybe it's not. But something that spoke to me like in like 2005, 2006, is something I use now, and I wonder like if I didn't study it back then or go through it or understand it back then, would it make sense to me now, or would it just maybe no difference? But I did enjoy like watching those those movies just the way they did. It's so simple. Like I think about it now and how I would do it, like how you could do it back then too. And yeah, I mean, wow, it's just amazing how like you can just teach people things and it's up to you to want to learn. But look how stunned I am. I'm very, very, very easily entertained. And so should you as this weekend. And if you haven't noticed, I've been doing TikTok videos. If anybody out there is noticing, I'm learning how to do those just because I like talking about the Indie Escape and our shows. And this weekend, and Sean Smithen was just here, we had Scott Meany and Thomas Fukuloro, and they did Here's the Thing. And they had Sean Smithen and Dennis McKeon from Word to Turn Prop Shop in Staten Island. And he actually showed the inside of the prop house. So I was in and out because I was working the theater, and working the theater real quick. I was at the theater, and it was cool because it was one of those just feelings where I had to be everywhere at once. So whenever I had a few 15-minute breaks or like 10-minute breaks, so I would get on and listen to the guys, and then they'd be like, hey, you got to go back downstairs because there's like multiple shows going on, and I was ushering and then checking in. I didn't have to bartend, which was good, but that's going back to the show. So Sean, he said it was a fun show. I got Sean in the house, so he was on Here's the Thing. I gotta say that's a great idea, Scott. You just creativity that comes out of that gentleman. I'm pretty sure Thomas and him thought of this just at the same exact time, like the stroke of genius. We'll just call it Here's the Thing, because I you can go so many ways with that, and these guys are so creative and they're so talented and funny that they can really just talk about anything. But I gotta talk to Sean real quick. Hey bro, you grew your hair out? That's I like the hairdo. It was nice. I was expecting the cowboy hat. But look, everybody's having a good time. Everybody's smiling. It was such a great show. So I'm going to have to go back and watch the whole thing, but it was awesome. But Sean, if you're out there, just let me know. I want to have there he goes. That's what he said. Yeah, man, you're a great sport, dude. It was awesome. Like just kind of hearing those. I didn't get to focus so much on when like what was going on like at the time, but I was just taking it in and laughing my ass off because I have like 10 minutes to take a break. I'm over here. These guys are doing a live show, trying to crash it. It's just so hard. Not crash like in a bad way, but like say what's up, be a part of it because it's so cool when you can learn from these gentlemen. You can learn from anybody, from everybody that you can. And Sean just always constantly posting artwork or just that he's got the Sean was at the Smithson woodworking or hand woodworking. Sorry, I'm butchering your business, but here write it real quick in the comments so I could say it properly. But yeah, he's got a business and he does woodcraft, so he's part of the Indie Escape family as well. And from everybody that I learned from the most, and anybody that you want to learn from the most, is the End of the Night guys. So David Lee Madison, Scott Schiaffo, and Joe Ridgely. This weekend they have. I'm gonna mess up Leslie's last name. Is it Leslie? It's a Goyette, and Michelle Eaglehart. I don't know them. I don't know anything about what they've done. So this is awesome for me to learn and to see what probably filmmakers, probably designers. Here we go. Thank you, Sean. Smithson Creation Handcrafted Woodworking. There we go. So if you need any woodworking, look up on my boy Sean Smithson. Here we go. On Facebook. And just look at his work. Look at his craftsmanship. Look at the amount of detail he puts into something. I mean, he did a great job on just a lot of the stuff, but just being on the show too was cool. But back to End of the Night, I gotta say that the End of the Night is this week, is this Sunday, so I have time to look up our guests and see who we have. But I'm looking forward to it. I always love these episodes. We didn't have one this past weekend because of Easter. And I don't know about y'all, but I enjoy Easter and I had a great Easter Sunday, so I hope everybody did too. But for the most part, I just been, let's see. Scott told me I could be goofy and odd as I want. Well, yeah, with these guys, you could excuse me, you had Scott in the and Thomas in real form and not puppet or not was it well scaled down form. I think that's what they prefer, not to be called a puppet. Sorry, undead little. I don't know. I'm done. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. But yeah, I mean, so this is my Manic Mondayz. I've been kind of been busy, so I'm just kind of trying to figure out. I don't like saying that because it's always if you do things properly and you time things properly and you get a schedule like I've been making, you can not use the word busy, but I've been active and I really enjoy just having when I get a break to hang out with the crew and it's always nice just to have a nice little conversation with other creatives and other people that are in the same field that you're in, or a lot of stuff like that. So for the most part, I just kind of got all my coins together and just scratched up this episode just to kind of check in and see everybody, see what I'm up to, because I kind of was forgot that we had Bruce Willis episode on Side by Side. It was the exclusive fan tribute, and we did Fifth Element and Unbreakable. We kind of just picked those movies. I mean, you could pick tons of Bruce Willis movies. I mean, Hudson Hawk came to mind just to kind of talk, but we kind of went with these movies. And I hadn't seen Unbreakable in a very, very long time, and it's still one of my favorite movies of all time. But when I watched it, I remember I love this movie. I used to watch it all the time, and high school, and it was just a great idea, a great concept. I mean, you even have the brilliant M. Night Shyamalan, who has a small little cameo in his own movie, which, as for me, being a young fan or movie watcher, and then I find out that you could put yourself in your own movies. It's amazing. I don't know. I always thought it was hard or something. But when we're watching these movies and we're talking about them, it's awesome because Bruce Willis's career, I believe, is over. I mean, he's still alive, but I think with his condition, he can't act anymore. So this is something to appreciate as things start and go, and it is the spring and whatnot. And I forgot. I was leading my segue to Dave Madison's post right now. I did a live video and it's snowing in Pennsylvania on April 18th. It was snowing. So it's randomness. Everything is it's fun. It's a beautiful thing about life. He said it was like 60 degrees in the afternoon, and now it's snowing. And then he says this weekend is gonna be 80 something. So and that's, I mean, just things change. Summer's coming, winter's come, and I think I'm just appreciative that I have the people that I have and the network that I'm on, and then Ben and Mona, and we have our shows, and the theater, and then the film and all this. It's a lot. It's fun. I like it, like taking it in. But it's cool to have somewhere to come back and talk to, and other people to hang out with. I keep saying the same thing because I am tired. I've been up since 4, and I think it's starting to catch up to me a little bit. But we have these shows. I'm just talking at this point. I'm trying to let's see if I can get to 27 minutes. Let's see if I can get there, because I'm already gonna end the show. It's already, I went a little too fast. I sped through it. Okay, I'll share this with everybody. My mom sent some money to my son and said, take him to the toy store, wherever, Target, which is, in this case, she goes, take him to the store and get him any toy he wants. Like, what does he like? He goes, like Jurassic World and Jurassic Park toys. And she says, well, get him a dinosaur and get him the biggest one. I was like, all right, like they're gonna have a big dinosaur. I know they have big ones, but they're never in stock. Well, that night they were. So this is what my son got, because my mom was like, get him a dinosaur. He got Gigantosaurus. That box is half of the size because it's folded. The thing is huge. But that's just the life we live there, huh? My son gets to reap the benefits of having a grandmother, abuela, that likes to just get him things randomly. So she was like, get him the biggest dinosaur, and I did. So that was pretty like, I didn't get anything. I'm not complaining. But she did get him that. And I just think that that's hilarious that she gives him that big dinosaur thing. Just, it's awesome, because Gigantosaurus. But you know what? I'm not going to make it anymore. Oh, let's see. Comment we got here. That's cool. Yeah, it's thing is huge, dude. Like, just for the idea, or I like the thing I like about like the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World toys are that somebody discovered dinosaurs, and then we talked about them, we made books, and eventually made movies, and because of that we could have toys. So we have I guess extinct animals, or extinct extinct animals, and we have them around to this day as plastic toys. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is there is an idea, and then somebody thought about how to do it, and they made it happen come true. So now we can enjoy it. And I love all this stuff. It's I'm trying to look around, see what I have that I can show off, because I just have everything everywhere. But it's fun. It's my creative cool, as I like to call it. Just keeps me calm, and just sometimes I like to break, like when I'm studying or when I'm trying to create something or write. I get not stuck. Or I just get kind of bored of my own writing, or I just want to take a break because I've been writing so long. I like to just pick up anything, like, and just read it, like literally, like, and just maybe it'll give me a different idea. So I always have this Magneto. I haven't posted this up yet, this Magneto on the wall, but he's just been right here hanging out, and just you get it and you just read about it. And if I have an issue with like a character writing, or I'm like, well, I don't have a villain, but I need a hero. What kind of superhero can I think of? Well, Magneto is technically, I guess you would call, a villain in the world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or just in the Marvel comics. And I don't really think he's evil. I think it's just he's got a different agenda than what I guess people would call good. But so he's a villain, and if I'm writing about a hero, how would I find the qualities of a hero and a villain? Well, I heard this when I was a kid, and I was like, that's always something good to know about. The difference between a villain and a superhero is motive, because they're basically equals. They're super. They have superpowers. They're usually they have outfits. They usually they do things that either benefit or can hurt somebody. But just want to read it. It says Magneto, a powerful mutant villain who controls magnetic fields. Magneto clashes with the X-Men to make them yield. So if I just switched it around and just instead of picking the X-Men as like a villain point of view, or from a villain point of view, be like he assists the X-Men and he uses his powers. It was just something like that. Just, and the reason I'm talking about this is because this is my brain. When we hang up from here, when I disconnect, when we shut the show down in a few minutes, probably gonna go straight into like writing something. So I'm getting my mind prepped, and I wanted to show you a little bit of how I do it. But and I started playing with the words, and I started looking at Magneto as like, what are his good things? What is good does what is it, Eric Linshaw? What does he have that's that can contribute to people? Well, he's got good skills. He's got leadership skills. He's got great physique. I mean, the guy works out like crazy. Diet's amazing. He can be a strength conditioning coach. He can just anything I can pick from just something like that, and I can go back to my writing or anything, or if just something for later down when I'm down. But I like keeping my mind open to things, just to kind of always seeing what's around me. And that's one thing, the shows, we have all these shows 7 days a week, and we have also Scotty. And I do want to throw a shout out to Scotty. His show is on, I believe, Thursday nights. Joe, if you're out there, it's Dave Diving with Scotty. Like it's a newer show of ours. So I'm trying to get in when I can. But everybody that's part of this is such a great mind. Steve Gray, he's got a great voice. Like it's like great storytelling abilities. I'm learning from him about the way he tells a story, and just like the way I can I like having like firsthand, like I said, if I have a question, you go straight to him. Why didn't Magneto ever tear the adamantium out of Wolverine? Well, in the comic books he did, but I guess in the movies, I guess it'd be too hard to explain. I mean, they do show in the X-Men 2000, the first one, where when they're in the train and Wolverine thinks Magneto's coming after him, but he's coming after Rogue, and then Wolverine sticks his claws out and Magneto just like picks him up and throws him outside. Like, that was kind of the most we get out of the Magneto and Wolverine interaction, which, yeah, I mean, but that's because the adamantium is on the outside of this skeleton, so it's on the bones, so it's infused to his bones, so he could pull it apart and his bones would heal again, so it'd just go back to, and that's what happens in the comic books. And I think he does it like a couple of times to him, like 3 or 4 times, or I don't even know if that's just Magneto. I think it happens to Wolverine where he loses his adamantium a few times. I do know that when they did kill him off, spoiler alert, a couple years back, that it was adamantium that killed him, because he just kind of, the same way Lady Deathstrike died in Part 2, X2, the same way he kind of died, but like in a ball of it kind of thing. Statue, it was guns of glory, everything. But yeah, that would have been very malicious of Magneto, and maybe a purpose. You need a purpose for that. But like I was saying, like just from everybody, thanks, Sean. Just from everybody out there. There we go. We had 30 minutes. That's all I kind of wanted to get. And I got some love tonight. Thank you, everybody from the team. But for the most part, I think I'm gonna hang up already, guys, because I still got to work, and I kind of want to use the rest of my time for today I did want to check in. I am reaching out to few guests in the near future, so maybe in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I'll start getting a little different guests. But I do have Texas Frightmare coming up in 2 weekends, so let's see how that goes. We'll see how that weekend's gonna go, and then yeah, let's see. Yeah, dude, thanks, Sean. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. See you next week, brother. Yeah, and I'm gonna go back this week and finish the show and catch up and see. And I could extend the show a little bit longer and ask you why you had that sweet wig, or where'd you get it from? Maybe I can maybe I could borrow it. Where is it at? Here you go. That's a pretty nice wig there. It's a little Billy Ray Cyrus. A little. Does it have sideburns, or is our looks a little? It's a little cool. I like it. And that's cool. I mean, Scott is like that. Scott mean he's so cool about things like that. Like just show up weird and wacky. If you would have showed up as Puppet, he would have been awesome. He would have been, yes. Be well, CJ. See you on Wednesday night on the new show. Look forward to it. Yeah, look forward to it too, brother. Yeah, you mean a piece of work I did or two at the convention. You may have seen a piece of. Oh, sorry, I read it wrong. You may see a piece of work or two I did at the convention. All right, cool. I will be. Well, yeah, I'll definitely be looking out. And if I don't find something by the third day, I'm gonna have to ask you to show me which one it is, because I want to see what you do. Man, yeah, dude, Sean, you are. You got a lot of good stuff. You're amazing. Art. Is it craftsman? Is that what we call you? I'm a handyman, but I just like to fix things that I break, or fix things like cosmetic things at the home. But anyways, thank you everybody for the love and support, and thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I gotta get back to work. It's a hustle, it's a grind. Like Brandon E. Brooks will tell you, man, there's no sleep in the. I don't know. he's got all these great. I love just keep posting the motivation, keep doing it. I enjoy reading those. I prefer to read when I get on the internet positive things opposed to negative things. So, or toxic things. But there's gonna be whatever it is. It's up to me to decide what I choose to embrace or take in. But I did want to share one last thing. This weekend, the show I was helping at the Fallout Theater was Terminator the musical, and it was written and directed by Bree. She's a talented. I don't know. She's a talented creator at the theater. I've seen a lot of her work, and I've seen her act and do a lot of things. So she had the show, but she was handing out her promotional cards with a little Blockbuster card. I thought that was cool, and she had it right here. Like the QR code. And then just like it's for the cast and crew, for the program for the show, so you don't have to waste paper and you can just go straight digital. This is awesome. But I always love the Blockbuster cards. These are amazing. She gave it to me. She was like, you could have it. I was like, cool, membership card. But and maybe I can get everything ready for My Manic Movies. If you'll notice, if you get a chance on Facebook, you start seeing the My Manic Movies posts. I'll be posting just kind of more or less the movie rent. It's an online video store, so we're just gonna talk about movie rentals and upcoming movies, independent movies, and just big budget movies, just topics. But I've had that idea for a while. You might see me post the physical location that I have at the moment. But that's not working out. So I'm doing the all digital. But we'll see how everything goes out. And I gotta go. I'm I am exhausted. But I'll give you 40 seconds, and I will give my best outro I can think of in the next 15 seconds. As I ponder for words, I just have to see that I have 9 seconds, and if I just think about